Good morning, happy Monday. I didn't pick up the camera yesterday, but I did do a long run. So I did 13.1 miles to make it a half marathon distance in just over 1 hour 41. So it felt good. It was about 7:45, 7:50 minute miling. It was windy, it was horrible, that's why I didn't take the camera. And I thought to myself at one point, I've got a bit of an undulating route, and the wind was absolutely cutting through me. It was taking my breath away. I was thinking, if this isn't Ironman Wales training, I don't know what is. So yeah, good for the physical and good for the mental as well. Got a bit of a niggle following the run there, a bit of a pain behind my right knee. Doesn't feel like it's in my knee. It feels like it's on the real top of my calf, like in the crease of my knee, muscular. Iced it, ibuprofen, rested it last night. It feels a bit better this morning, but still a light ache. So I'm going to see how it goes on the bike today. So I'm just doing an hour zone 2 on the watt bike. I might do a bit longer if I feel okay, but an hour's on the plan, so I'll do that as a minimum. And that's about it for today. Great weather outside, but I think it's best not to run on this little niggle. I don't want to get injured again, so a little bit of pain. I'll just back off a little bit. So hope you all got a good training week planned. Let me know what you're doing. It'd be good to see what the other people are doing training wise, so I can compare mine. Now I might find myself doing a lot less than other people. But there you go. So have a good week. Oh, job done. Just done an hour. I was sort of right at the top end of zone 2. I sort of edged my way into zone 3 a little bit. Pushing the boundaries now. Feel great physically. But my little niggle that I picked up yesterday, that's still niggling away, but it's not got any worse. And my old knee injury, absolutely fine. So that's it now, enough moaning about injuries. Average for the data nerds out there, 244 watts, and my heart rate set around 135-ish, 130, which is quite good for me really, so happy with that. Gonna get some ice on this thing now and get some lunch. See you later. Good morning, happy Tuesday. Here we go again. So back on the bike. It was only really an easiest session yesterday anyway, so straight back on it. Today's session's a bit more meaty, so I got a 15-minute warm-up. I've got 90 minutes, so an hour and a half in zone 3 to do, and then just a 15-minute warm-down. It might not sound too hard, zone 3, but I've got to remember that my zones were set sort of 3 months ago when I was quite a bit stronger on the bike, I think. So sitting at zone 3 for an hour and a half is going to be a bloody good workout. I'll talk through some figures afterwards, but hopefully it's a good tough session. See you soon. Job done. It's like 90 minutes, so I lapped it halfway through so I could track whether I'm finishing stronger or tailing off. The first 45 minutes were 2:76. And the second 45 minutes was 2:81, which means it's like 2:85.5 average. So very happy with that really. I wasn't in the aero position, I was only set up. Probably should probably done it in the aero position, but needs must, quite warm in the house, and I get better cooling with the fan. I'm going to ease in the aero position at higher intensities over the next few weeks. But very happy with that, don't feel too bad at all really. Just having a quick 5-minute spin down. Good evening. Thursday evening. On the agenda tonight, I've got 3 times 1.5k efforts off of 90 seconds recovery. So if you watched my video last week, I did 3 times 1k, so just stepping up slightly in terms of distance. It's supposed to be a 10k pace, so I'm going to aim for the same sort of pace, but see how it goes. I'm not going to drag it out tonight. I'm not going to do a long warm up and long cool down. I'm just going to do sort of half a mile, get the session done, then probably half a mile cool down. I don't want to get too tired, and when I'm trying to nurse a niggle that seems to be absolutely fine today, I don't want to put my body under more stress by sort of doing more miles than I absolutely have to. I get the quality work done if it all feels okay, and then call it there. Tomorrow I've got something a bit more interesting. Got an indoor triathlon to do, but more on that later. First of all, get this run done. Laters. So I normally say job done at this point, but job is not done. I did just over a mile in total. I got to 600 meters, and the pain down my right knee just started throbbing. So I thought I'll just do a steady jog. Just got a bit worse and worse. I ended up doing just over a mile, and it was quite bad towards the end. I could have kept running, but it was only sort of 8.5 minute mile then, and I planned to go a fair bit quicker than that, doing some efforts. But try not to do too much more damage. Just sort of got home. I'm going to rest it, roll it out, and just sort of rest it a bit. Took some ibuprofen, and try and get some ice on it shortly when I get an ice pack frozen. I think it's important to document this side of triathlon. So you guys see when I'm like the other day, I'm on the turbo and I had a good session, feeling good. Yeah, numbers are great. Actually, it's not like that all the time. Like, you have little niggles like this and you have little setbacks, and you just got to think about your goals and just try and keep ticking along. So now I can't do anything with my legs, so I'm going to hopefully try and swim tomorrow. Whether it happens or not, I don't know, but it's just about keeping positive for me and just keeping doing something. So I might do a bit of core work, might do a bit of sort of strengthening work that doesn't affect it too much. As I mentioned earlier, I've got sort of a little indoor triathlon to do tomorrow at work, so we'll see how that goes. I might just do the indoor row and bike and excuse myself for the treadmill run, but we'll see. Hopefully try and remember to take the camera and get some footage of that tomorrow, so I'll see you then. Good afternoon, happy Sunday. Thought I'd just round off the training week. So I mentioned earlier I did an indoor triathlon. Now I did that, went okay, little row and then about a 20-minute bike ride. I think I averaged about 320 watts in trainers, so I was well happy with that. 1500 metres on a treadmill as quick as I could, which was interesting, but good fun. Yesterday was the cross-country race, which I did a video about, which I posted yesterday if you're interested in watching that. Today is not a big session really, just an hour or so on the bike. I've got 2 times 15 minutes to do, about sweet spot, so just a little bit on the threshold. So that should be nice and tough. 2 times 10 minutes was tough last week, so 2 times 15 is about 50% more, 50% more. So watch this space. This face is going to look a lot more in pain later. Bye. That's that done and dusted then. So I didn't have my Garmin with me, so I didn't lap it, so I don't know exactly what my power was, but I didn't dip much below 320 watts on each effort, so I'd probably say around 320, so really happy with that. I don't seem to be too far away fitness-wise from where I was a couple of months ago, so it's good to see that it comes back. Just goes to show, if you get an injury or something, don't get too down about it. As soon as you get back training, within a few weeks, you sort of get to within a few % of where you were. It's amazing how your muscles memorise what fitness you were at, so I'm looking forward to getting another few weeks good training under my belt before I venture out with the lads to inevitably get dropped. But there you go. So thank you for watching. It's just another week of my Ironman training in the bank. As we now get into sort of February, March, April, I'm going to be ramping it up and doing some more specific sessions, so I look forward to talking you through that. So if that's something that you're interested in, please have a think about subscribing to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. And if you do like the content, like and share. Drop any comments below, any questions you've got, any training tips. Absolutely open to either way. Thanks for watching then, I'll see you later. Bye.